Hey, good morning, everybody. I am at a graveyard. This one here, Forest Chapel, CME Church Cemetery. What brings me here, you might ask? Well, first of all, special hello to my new subscribers. I never met you, but hello. I am here. I'm going to start a new playlist. I got the idea of doing a family history kind of playlist on a white girl. I shouldn't say girl, a white lady. That's what she does with her channel, so I thought I would do the same. I'm out here. This is West Spartanburg County, South Carolina, and I received a tip roughly about 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I've been here before, but I thought I would make a video about it. And I am to believe that some of my ancestors are buried here. So over time, I'm going to do a playlist of, my family history. So I thought I would kick it off here at this cemetery. What makes you, if you were wondering, why would you come here? The tip that I received was from Ancestry. No, it was not Ancestry.com, I don't believe. I was able to, I think they did help. I don't quite remember, but I honestly do believe that some of my ancestors are buried here. Because when you look at things like the census, and I also have some other paperwork, you see names. You type in that person's name, some stuff comes up. I think there's a website called Find a Grave that pops up, and that's how I think I was led to this cemetery. Like I say, I'm over here in West Spartanburg County. I wasn't going to come over here today, but I thought since I have my camera, I would come out here. Let's see. And if you look on some of these graves, these headstones have been here so long. They're starting, some of them have withered. I wouldn't say withered away, but, the lettering on them has, you could tell it's taking their toll. The effects of time have taken a toll on some of these headstones. And of course, all these headstones are not, some of them aren't really, they really weren't my ancestors, but thought I'd come out here, catalog it. It's hard for me to get out here nowadays, folks, because the way I work, 40 hours a week, which may go up to, seriously, about 65 hours a week here pretty soon. I thought I'd come over here real fast. I'm not going to make this an all-day thing and just catalog it, for future reference. I can always come back without having to drive out here. Because, folks, this is a 60-mile drive for me one way. So it's about 125 miles round trip. If you look at this, graveyard, I could tell this was been around for ages. You got tombstones that don't even have names on them, so it's very hard for me to deduce who's actually buried here. But I'm going to show you some of my ancestors here in a minute. But like this one here, this headstone's looks like it's been broken in two, but I don't see a name on it. Sure don't. Oh, boy. Let's look at the front real fast. Yeah, I could barely make this out. Yeah. barely make that. I can't even make it out, to be honest with you. Uh, let's see. Hopefully I don't sprain my ankle out here. It's sad that this cemetery looks like this, but I understand over time, it just, I guess that's the way it goes, but it's unfortunate. But let's see. I'm starting to wonder, though, folks, the work that I've done so far into my family history. I wonder if mostly African Americans are buried here. I just got that feeling. I could be wrong. There's no way for me to know that for sure. But I just got that feeling. Let's see. Yeah, I can barely make this out. Time is taking a toll on that headstone. Time is taking a toll, folks. I mean, as you can tell, this is mostly wooded area now. There's a spider web. Go around. But there's no way for me to know who's all actually buried here with tombstones broken in 2 or 3, and Mother Nature having an effect on these headstones as far as, withering away the lettering on them. So there's no way for me to know for sure. If you are a member of my family, as far as, yeah, that was a spider web. Damn. I don't think you can see it with the camera. You might can. Oh, damn. But I'm gonna, this place looks, it's not creepy. I'm not creeped out by it, folks. But, as you can tell, I mean, I do have the right shoes on. These are my work shoes here. And as I told you, I've been here before, but I just thought I'd come out here, catalog it. Look like that's a headstone right here beside this tree, or is that might just be a rock, I don't know. But I don't know. Here's another one that stands up, kinda. Makes you wonder though. Maybe some unmarked graves around here. But I will show you at least one person that I know of that I found out by looking online. Ancestry.com has been a help, I will admit that. But also the U.S. Census has been a help as well. All right. Let's see. Let me walk to this one here. All right, folks. Damn. Give you a piece of my history. If you look at this tombstone here, it says Dillard. Dillard is, and I'm still doing research over time, it is a name that does run through my family's lineage, all right? My last name is Young, but the last name Dillard is a part of my lineage, all right? This name here, Carrie C. Dillard, May 28th, 1883, February 16th, 1961. Who was she, you might add? Well, that was my grandmother's grandmother, from what I can tell. I don't know too much about Adolphus. As you can see, Adolphus. December 23rd, 1872, September 16th, 1936. I don't know too much about him. It's hard finding out about people who lived way back when, before this modern age, so to speak. But yeah. From what I can tell, folks, that genuinely is Carrie C. Dillard. That is the grandmother to my grandmother, Margaret Dukes. Margaret Dukes died about 5-7 years ago. You know, unfortunately, I became interested in family history too late. You know, but because I did ask her some stuff, but I should have asked her a lot of stuff. But one thing she did tell me, that the name Dillard is a part of this family, and lo and behold, she was right. From what research I have gathered. Let's see. All this says on the front of the tombstone here is just Dillard. So she was right about that. Looks like there's another tombstone here, but I don't know. Looks like a rock, but at the same time, it's not shaped like one. Yeah, but I'm not gonna disturb nobody. I don't get down like that. But it's interesting, folks. It's really interesting. Thought I'd come out here before it gets too hot. There's a heat index today for the upstate, Greenville, Spartanburg. Supposed to reach about close to 100 degrees. Heat index supposed to be like 106, 107. So, you know, thought I'd come out here before it gets too hot. I don't know this person. It's that SICO, sacred. See, if you look here, it's like, folks, the lettering has been weathered away over time. Daughter, that's somebody's daughter. I can't make it out. See, I can't make that tombstone out. It's just like yeah. I think it's a woman that's buried here, though. Now this is an interesting burial. The way it's packed in with rocks and stuff, with boulders. You got a tree in the middle. That's weird, but alright. I don't understand, don't know who's buried here. You see, I keep seeing these whatchamacallit, these look like to be headstones, but let's see, I don't know who's buried here, but it is interesting. Why would you create a burial for somebody that's encased, so to speak, with boulders? Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Let's see, if you look at the tombstone, and I'm barely trying to, I'm not gonna go, I could, but I ain't gonna jump over into the, see, that's what I got my hand on. It's not in there good, I don't know, but I can't make out who's buried here. It's like the lettering has gone away, so I don't know, but I'm willing to bet, my gut is telling me, my instincts are telling me that a lot of black people are buried here, which is nothing wrong with that. Well, considering the circumstances back in the day, you had no choice. But I wonder if there was a church here, first of all, back in the day. When I say back in the day, I mean, hell, the 1870s to 1890s. I wonder if there was a church here. Because usually churches and graveyards kind of go hand in hand. Not always, of course, but usually they do. So I wonder if there was a church here back in the day. And I wonder if perhaps Carrie Dillard, maybe even Adolphus as well, went to that church. I just wonder about stuff, folks. What was it? Force AME, whatever that sign said. One of these days. See, I don't know this person here. At rest, Hussein McJunkins died November 30th, 1919. I wonder if that was World War I. That gentleman participated in. I don't know, but that person's name hasn't came up in any other research I've seen. I don't think he or she would be related to me. I think this is a guy, but that's buried here. All right, William. Well, I don't know. Is that McJunkins? William McJunkins? Yeah. That must be for somebody else, but yeah, this place is really interesting. But I'm willing to bet there used to be a church here. Way back in the day, a physical church. In the graveyard is the only thing that's left. It's that Ruby Tinsley. Oh, she didn't live too long. Born September 25th, 1909. May 1st, died May 1st, 1911. I hate that. But yeah. Annie, wife of Sam McMullen. Yeah, that's what this says. Don't know that person. Oh, boy. All right, folks. Yeah, this place is interesting. Very interesting. I've already been here about 20 minutes. Man. All right, folks. This name right here. All right. For what research I've done, folks, there was an Annie Mae Young way back in the day. But see, I think this tombstone is for somebody else. All right. This says Annie Mae Young, born July 24th, 1896. She died. See, if you look, July 24th, 1896. Died May 21st, 1943. Now, the research I've done, folks, there was an Annie Mae Young in this family. I am a direct descendant of hers. That is my grandmother's mother, all right? But I'm starting to believe this is the wrong Annie Mae Young, simply because the paperwork that I've seen, Annie Mae Young of my ancestor, she died in 1935. This tombstone says 1943. So I wonder if there were two Annie Mae Youngs buried here. Or at least or at least my ancestor. It's doubtful that this is this person. Because like I said, I saw the death certificate of Annie Mae Young, my ancestor. She died in 1935. So I'm willing to bet that's a different Annie Mae Young. Because you're not gonna get that wrong. You're not gonna get a tombstone wrong. So, Oh well. But yeah, it is true. There really is an Annie Mae Young that I am a direct descendant of, who lived from 1896, according to that death certificate that I saw. She was born in 1896, but she died in 1935. She gave birth to Margaret Dukes, who was my grandmother. So, yeah, folks. Huh. It says sweat. Those names didn't seem relevant. But yeah, I wonder. I wonder. But the name Forest Chapel CME Church does ring a bell for two reasons, alright? But stay with me though. Alright. Alright, folks, let me buckle up. Kind of glad I came out here today. Gonna drive down here. This is considered, some of you would probably consider this Fair Forest. Somebody like me might look at it, well, hell, I say it is Fair Forest. Like I say, I've been in and out of Greenville, Spartanburg my entire life, so I'm very, 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 very familiar with this. But these two counties, these two places, these two cities, so very familiar. We'll drive down to my old grandmother's house, folks. Well, that house doesn't exist anymore, but this is, from the research I've done, folks, like I say, I do plan on starting a playlist, but it's so hard to do of family, or at least my family history. Like I say, I've always, especially these past few, I'll say about 5 years, I've been interested in family history. It's always nice to know where you come from, the traits that run in the family, whether they be good or bad. So at least I like to do it. Some people are not interested, but a boy like me, certainly is. But yeah, this is Fair Forest, about to go. Like I say, I'll be on this camera, holding this camera for about another couple of minutes. It's down the street. It's not like a long drive across Spartanburg, but yeah, this is pretty cool. So yeah, I plan on doing a playlist about my family history just for fun, just something I can catalog, if you will, for anybody in the family, this family, who wants to see it, or if I ever did have direct descendants, which I honestly, it's doubtful. I ain't gonna say I never will. Of course, if you ever heard the expression, life happens, life literally does happen. But to be honest with you, I don't know if I ever will have kids, but it is what it is. I just thought this is something I'd do for fun. yeah, that graveyard right there, or grave site, it's right there. Of course, I forgot the name of the road. I know how to get to it. Tells you how long I've been here, but I don't know the name of the road. But yeah, it's like a it's like a 5-minute drive from my grandmother's property. Yeah, I do. Once again, I do encourage y'all, whoever you may be, you really should look up your family history. You really should. Because, I mean, you find out about people you don't know, you find out what they might have done, and it makes you, or it should, I ain't gonna say makes you, but, you become more appreciative of how you got to be, or where you got to be, and what you have, so, yeah, I do encourage y'all to do it. Like I could say, I had somebody in my family who said they were not interested. So, you just let it be. You can't have everybody in your corner. So, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. All right, looks like we're pulling up on the red light here. Hopefully it'll change over pretty soon. But yeah, it's supposed to be, here we go, it's green light. It's supposed to be hot today, folks. Of course it is July. July. Ooh, some people love the heat. I'm not one of them. If I had to rank my seasons, I would say fall first, because I do like the changing of the colors of leaves. I do enjoy that. I would say fall first. I do like winter time, because I love snow. I really do. I love snow. Now, I don't like ice or anything like that now, but I do love snow. And I would say my third favorite season would be spring, because everything, or a lot of things, start blooming. So I do like that. But yeah. I do not like summer. I mean, summer ain't bad. I just don't like heat. I don't like 100-degree weather. I know some of y'all do, but it just ain't me. I mean, I would be out in the heat if I had to. Now, if I have to work in the heat, and I've done that millions of times, yeah, I'm prepared to do it. But yeah, I'm not too kind of summer. Summer. But to each their own. It's no big deal. Oh, come on. All right, folks, I'm almost there. For those of you staying with me. Shabby-dee-doo. All right. Boy. Of course, I was here years ago, but now, damn. You hate it, folks. Oh, man. Oh, this property don't. Oh, man. Trees are growing on it now, folks. Oh, man. Sad to see this place. Of course, in my family, like a lot of y'all families out there, family politics, family drama, but there used to be a house on this property. I ain't gonna stay here too long. Ain't nothing to see, really, but turn around, pan around, and get out the car, folks. Hey, ain't nothing here. Ain't nothing, absolutely nothing. These weeds pretty soon are gonna turn into trees. Ain't nothing here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I mean, as you can see, it's nothing but weeds. The house used to be where I'm pointing the camera at, like right over there. It used to be a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. But yeah, I used to come down here all the time, especially when I was a teenager. Nothing going on at the house. And I used to, just get in the car, just come down to see grandmother, Her name was Margaret. A lot of the elders, a lot of my aunts and uncles called her mother. I pretty soon adopted that name, but yeah, I would come down here all the time. All the time. I mean, you hate to say it because of family politics or whatever. I mean, we may lose this property, I don't know. It's sad to see it. It's sad to see that, but yeah, at least I do have the memories of coming down here, so that'll stay with me. But damn. All of this family politics, and we may lose this property, man. That's a damn shame. But if I was a wealthy man, I would buy this place outright. But I don't know. I ain't gonna wander too far, man. The place needs bush hogging for one. But all these, you got shoulder high weeds. Oh boy. I ain't gonna wander too far. But yeah, what you see here, this used to be the driveway, I believe. Yeah. Used to be a circular driveway, but yeah. All I can say is damn. One of these days, folks, I'll tell you the lineage of this property. It goes back. Trust me, it goes back over a century. Or right at us. Yeah, over a century. But I ain't gonna keep y'all for too long. Those of you that's still with me. But over here is my mother's property. There used to be a house here, but it burned down. This was well before I was born, well before that. But I wonder, before my mom bought this house, who owned this house? Starting to wonder. You saw the name at that graveyard, Carrie Dillard. I wonder if her sister, perhaps, lived there. But how you doing?
Do you know who owns that property?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
You do know who owns it?
Yes, ma'am.
You own it?
No, my aunts and uncles do.
You're who? I'm sorry.
Aunts and uncles do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just out here filming something for my YouTube channel, and that's
you know
on
if they're going to sell that piece?
that I don't know. The best thing I could do would be get your number or something, and maybe have them call you. But I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, my grandmother used to own this. She passed away, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't have. You got a pen or a pencil?
Let's see.
I don't even have my phone.
Let's... right on the newspaper. Cisco, so if I do text you back with your answer, I'll show you how Cisco said,
Yeah, text me would be great.
Okay, I can do that. All right. Y'all have good. Oh. Alrighty. Sorry about that, folks. Ain't gonna stay out here too long. Where I'm at. Here we go. Damn, this is almost a 40-minute video. Alright. I'm about to sign off, folks, but yeah, that was somebody who was interested in buying the property. I hate that, man. I really do. I really hate that. I do. But all I can say is damn. But yeah, sitting here, you know, this street where my grandmother used to stay, it's really on Dillard Street, ironically enough. So, you know, that's some family history right there. But I'm gonna sign off because I ain't going. But yeah, one day I really will, folks. I'm gonna create a playlist, have different videos about my family history and all. But I just wanted to get that started. You know, it's almost 11 o'clock, man. I'm gonna get on this road, get on back. But hey, y'all have a good one. If you're still here, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment, and share, folks. Y'all be good. Bye-bye.